The purpose of this video is to really hammer home the importance so we can get serious about the #1 superfood in the whole world. Got your attention? That's apple cider vinegar. Now, I'm not the first person to be talking about this. Matter of fact, I took it from somebody else and I've learned and I've experimented for years. This truly is the #1 superfood in the world for a lot of reasons. We don't have time in this video to go all of them. So I'm actually just gonna give you the cliff notes, that my favorite benefits of taking apple cider vinegar twice a day. 2 tablespoons in the morning, 2 tablespoons at night. #1 is oxidizing fat within the liver. So the liver is our #1 metabolism organ. If that's clogged up, well, I like to liken that to cleaning dishes with a sponge, but never rinsing the sponge. So you got this dirty sponge full of food from other dishes trying to clean dishes. It doesn't work. Neither does our livers. So the #1 reason for me is it actually helps oxidize fat within the liver. That's called lipolysis, the mobilization, the moving of fatty acids. You clean your liver out, you raise your metabolism. It's that simple. Second of all, is it actually feeds your good gut bacteria. Now, the #1 ingredient in apple cider vinegar is acetic acid. Acetic acid is the closest thing to stomach acid. While you're feeding the good gut bacteria, you're actually also killing the bad gut bacteria, which is freaking amazing. It's a double whammy. Many of us are taking very expensive probiotics that do not work as good as a couple shots of apple cider vinegar a day. So that was the second and third reason. The fourth is actually improving insulin sensitivity. Now, many of you heard me talk about insulin resistance, which is why I'm a big proponent of intermittent fasting, because you can actually heal that insulin resistance. Well, you want to get a boost and make that happen faster? Take apple cider vinegar. It actually makes your insulin more sensitive, or makes your body more sensitive to that insulin, which is gonna go in, it's gonna grab the blood sugars out and throw them into energy rather than fat. A study that was in the Journal of Bioscience, Biotech, and Biochemistry cited an example of 175 people that were taking apple cider vinegar 2 shots a day, that that increased their insulin sensitivity from 19 to 34% just from the vinegar, which is incredible. And at the same time, it actually reduces the blood sugar. You have a bad meal, basically you go carb overload and immediately regret what you eat. Immediately go to the apple cider vinegar, take a shot of apple cider vinegar, and it actually can bring your blood sugars down by 31% after a bad meal. That's incredible. That's basically 1/3 of the sugars of the bad carbohydrates that you just consumed, flushes it out of the system. It's an amazing hack. One of the last reasons I'm gonna go ahead and cite is what's called GHRELIN suppression. So your stomach secretes a hormone called ghrelin. You can remember that by thinking of growling, because when your stomach is growling, chances are you have a lot of ghrelin in your system. And that ghrelin is picked up by the brain, and it tells you to eat. It tells you to go to the pantry. A lot of time looking for sodium, looking for salty snacks so that you can quench that craving. Well, ghrelin is actually suppressed or blocked by apple cider vinegar. So if you're trying to control your appetite, especially for people on my program where you're actually doing intermittent fasting, you want to, as you start to get into those longer hours of the fast and you're starting to grumble, you're starting to get hungry, take your apple cider vinegar shot. I like to take a shot sometime about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and it always buys me about 2-3 hours before I have another hunger craving. So that's just 6 reasons, but the list is a mile long, guys. This is the #1 superfood in the world. I can't say it enough. Take it morning and night, all right? I promise you'll have results.